Hey everyone. Well, one of the things that I promised myself I would do once I hit 1,000 subscribers was invest in some better equipment. And taking a little while, but that day has come. I did some shopping. Let's see what I got. I got a new tripod. I got some mini SD cards. I got a battery. One of the things I was debating on was, do I get a dedicated video camera or something that I could actually use for still photos as well, because I do have an interest in photography. So what I ended up getting was this guy here. So this is a Canon EOS R7, and it is a mirrorless, well, DSLR equivalent. And the goal with this is that I can shoot video as well as do some still photography. I went back and forth, did a lot of reading and reviewing, asked some other photographers, what do you think? And that was, and in the end they said, pick them up, hold them, and see which one kind of talks to you in terms of its feel. I was looking at one of the Sony cameras, and it just felt small and something I could easily drop. It didn't have the good hand grip on it, so I was a little concerned about that. So this is the traditional 35 millimeter body type of feel, and it just felt very comfortable in my hand. So with the grip here. So I'm thinking if I am shooting still photography, but this also will shoot 4K and beyond for video. It has HDMI for if I want to hook up a larger monitor. The thing I like the best about this is it had a microphone input as well as the earphone output for monitoring the audio. One of the other things I want to do is graduate from a wired lapel mic to a wireless microphone, because I can't tell you how many times I've had to reshoot stuff because I've tripped on the wire. So yeah, it's one of the things I want to try and also improve that as well. The biggest thing that drove me to this one versus the R10 is this has dual card slots. And my goal with that is I would feel more comfortable when I'm shooting. I have lost footage before, if I've messed something up, deleted a file by accident or whatever. The thing that scares me about recording to these cards is if one corrupts. You're dealing with 64 gigabytes. That's a lot of data storage, and it's a lot of data to lose. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to record in dual mode, so it will record both cards at the same time. So if one card goes corrupt, I haven't lost the footage. If I'm doing something like, let's say, putting a project together or doing a teardown, kind of can't go and reshoot that if something goes wrong with the footage. So that's kind of my goal there. All right, so I've got the battery charging. While that's doing that, let's attach the strap. So I gotta push this out a little bit, free up that end. Make sure it's lined up the right way. Can't tell you how many times I've put straps on and had to take them off and flip them around. Okay, feed this back through here, and then feed it back through the buckle. Okay, give it a check, make sure it's on. This is the newer style cards here. This one, there's a UHS 2. See on the back here, there's extra contacts here. This is an older style card. I've had this probably, I don't even know, probably between 5 and 10 years at least. And you can see that has only one row of contacts. I'm assuming this is like USB, where they've evolved and they've gone with more contacts, more signals to be able to get the throughput up. Just slide that open. Insert it in. Label is towards the back of the camera. Push it in until it clicks. And close it. Battery goes in the compartment under here. Just slides right in. Snaps into place. Like that. You can see there's the sensor. Connections for the lens. Line up the red dots and rotate it in place till it clicks. So this is the 18 to 150 millimeter lens. I got that one, figuring I would be able to have a little more zoom capability. I'm going to leave the shoe cover on just because I don't have any flashes or anything I'm planning on hooking up to that anytime soon. So I'll just leave that for now. We'll open up the screen and let's turn it on. The EOS R7 is feature-rich and therefore has an in-depth menu. Navigation can be done through the buttons and wheel or using the touchscreen. I spent some time reviewing the manual and familiarizing myself with the contents of the menu. This will definitely take some time to gain a level of comfort navigating the settings and features. For now, I will set some of the basics like video resolution so I can try shooting some video. Let's set up a few things there. Let's just play around a little bit. After playing around with the settings a bit, I saw an improvement in photo lighting and color. I still have a long way to go. Photos of this somewhat judgmental diva show how important lighting is, as the soft white room lights made it challenging to get good color. I made some minor adjustments, and I did see some improvement. This piece of pink granite illustrates the amazing resolution of the camera. Zooming in 6 times using the video editing software shows very clear details of this rock sample. Alright, so this is the ProMaster XCM 522. It actually compresses down to about 12 inches in fully compact mode. There's quite a few nice features on this that the salesman had pointed out to me. First is there's several detents for these legs, so you can get them down pretty flat like that for a tabletop application, and you can actually drop that down even further, so your camera height to, let's say, a subject that you're shooting is going to be pretty close. So I found that was a nice feature. And then of course and you can get into different modes here, and if you also want to drop it down there as well. There are several bubble levels on here. You can see the bubble level there. There is a bubble level here as well, and a set of bubble levels on the head. So if you are setting up on uneven ground, you can adjust the legs. There's 4 different segments that you can extend, so you can get several different lengths, and then you can adjust for uneven ground, set it down so this is level, and then you can also adjust through rotation, and you can lock that down with this knob right here, and it's a very smooth movement. And then the ball head is adjustable here, so you can rotate this pretty much in any orientation you need, and then use the levels to make sure the camera is aligned properly. The shoe is a standard 1/4 inch screw. It has a nice feature in that it will not slide out. You actually have to loosen it enough to pivot it out, and then you can just use these arrows to align it and snug it back down. One other nice little feature about this is if a tripod is not going to work in a particular application, you can actually take off any of the 3 legs. Then you can unscrew the sandbag hook, slide this out, screw these together, and you now have a fully functioning monopod. Back in my days of doing the occasional video, wedding videos, monopods came in handy because if you had to, go up like this and get the camera overhead and walk into the crowd of the dance floor, it was easier to do that with a monopod. So another cool feature. All right, let's mount this on the underside of the camera now. Standard just try to get this somewhat even. Snug that down. Yeah, it's loose one way and tight the other, so up here it actually stays. So I'm just getting that aligned and then dropping this in. Line up the arrows, snug it down. Use the bubble level, make sure the camera's level. And this is the first video that I'm shooting with the Canon EOS R7. So we'll do a quick comparison of my old phone, my old Galaxy S8 Plus to the Canon EOS R7. Alrighty, well that wraps up this video. Thank you for coming along on this journey of unboxing the new camera and tripod. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, you like the content I'm producing, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos, hit the notification bell. Until the next video, see you later.